is, what is so special about this name, I will be that which I will be, and why is it necessary to mention in the Torah? So I began to think about the relationships between the name and Moses, and I found out something fascinating. I'd like to share that with you. Moses, his name is the equivalent of a very high batting average if you like baseball. Moses' name, the numerical value of Moses' name is 345. When you take the name Ehyeh, Asher Ehyeh, I will be that which I will be, you wind up with a very interesting phenomenon. The word Ehyeh, I will be, is equal to 1 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5, which is 21. It's said twice, that equals to 42. And then in between these names, Ehyeh, is the word Asher. Asher, right over there, Aleph, Shin, Resh, is equal to 501. Well, 501 plus 42 is equal to a number 543, which is strangely similar to Moses' number, which is 345. When you take 543 together with 345, you wind up with 888. Now, what's so special about 888? The number 7 represents the days of the week, representing the regular span of time, the progression of time. Whenever you have something that's number 8, it's out of the progression of time. It's like you have the octave. There are only 7 notes in a musical octave. When you go to the 8th sound, it's really on a higher level. When you get to the 8th level, you're on a higher level than the previous 7. And so anything that is celebrated in 8s, such as Hanukkah, such as the holiday of Sukkot, that represents that which is higher than time, higher than our dimension. And so Moses, with this name that he's been given for the mission to speak to the people of Israel, is now being sent to show miracles. How can he show miracles when he's just a human being? The answer is, together with this name, with the mission from God, he is going to be successful and go against the vicissitudes, the limitations, the dangers of the physical world. He'll be above all of that. Another interesting thing in the Parsha, God says, take the stick with you that you will do wonders, because God shows him wonders with his stick. Hamate, the staff, the stick. Why does Moses need a stick? In the ancient world in Egypt, the stick was a symbol of authority. It was also a symbol of wisdom and reflection. It also was the symbol of rebuke. You could beat somebody over the head with a stick. But the purpose of the stick was the sign of authority and wisdom. And so he didn't need the stick for himself. He needed it to show that he was as wise and as powerful, and even more powerful and more wise than the great wise men and powerful men of Egypt. The rabbis tell us further that there was something mysterious about the stick. The stick had been placed in a place where no one could pull it out except for Moses. He pulled it out. And in the stick, there was some writings nobody could figure out. Only till after the 10 plagues did they figure out that the stick had written in it an acrostic of all 10 plagues, which I've done over here. I don't know if you can see it. Ditzach, Adash, Bi'achav. That stands for Dam Tzvardei Kinim Arav Dever Shrin Borad Arbe Choshech Makas Pchoros. Those are the 10 plagues, which we say that acrostic in the name of Rabbi Yehuda in the Haggadah. Well, when you take the numbers of Ditzach, Adash, Bi'achav, you have an interesting number that comes out. Dalet is 4, Tzadik is 90, Chaf is 20, you get 114. Adash, Ayin is 70, Dalet is 4, Shin is 300, 374. Then Biachav, Beis is 2, Aleph is 1, Ches is 8, Beis is 2, that's a total of 13. 1, 14, 3, 7, 4, and 13 equals 501. We just had that. 501, the word Asher. In fact, God tells him to take the staff, Asher. Again, that famous word, Asher, that. But it's the word 501. You'll do signs with it. And so it says, take the stick in your hand. And who is telling him to take the stick in your hand? The Lord God, whose name is spelled Yud and a Hey and a Vav and a Hey, whose numerical value is 26. When you take God's name with a stick and you put it in the hand of Moses, the word biyad, in the hand of, is equal to Beis Yud Daled, that's equal to 2 and 10 and 4, which is 16, plus God's name, which is 26, you get 42. And so, amazingly, the stick that indicated the plagues, together with the hand of Moses, in the hand of Moses, doing the mission of the Lord, of the Creator, has also this mystical number 543, together with Moses 345, you wind up with 888. What's significant about 888 regarding Moses? Well, it completes him. It makes him a complete person. He's missing numbers in order to get to completion, which is otherworldly, which is 888. And he gets it exactly from the stick. Now you might ask, what's the significance of the stick? The stick represents the powers that Moses was given. And in our life, we're also given powers. We're given powers to speak clearly, coherently. Some people can sing. I can't sing. I can sing very poorly. I can speak. Depends whether you like the way I speak or not. We can do certain things. Those are the powers that we have. The power of persuasion, the power of energy, the power to accomplish, the power to organize, the power to get things done and transform our world. We're given powers. And a person may think, who am I? I'm not as handsome as so-and-so. I'm not as articulate as the president. I'm not as wealthy as Warren Buffett. Not even close. I don't have any influence like a newspaper editor or Rush Limbaugh. Who am I? What am I? The answer is, we all get our stick, and it all has the name of God written on it, together in our hands. We're given the powers that God deems necessary for our success. Don't be intimidated by the world, and don't rue the things that you have, the powers that you have. For every person, every one of you, is given the power to change your environment, make this world a different kind of world, a world of exodus, going out of bondage to liberation of the soul, and ultimately the liberation of the spirit as well as the body, that we will be redeemed, all of us, the Jewish people, and from the Jewish people, the whole world. We will all study the wisdom of the God and live in bliss and harmony till the revelation.